I watched a lot of gaming showcases this summer, and I am here to provide some breakdowns. I grouped these loosely to provide a reasonable way to find what you like. Remember that these groupings, like all categorizations, are subjective.
I met someone who believes what you said, that you can die while still alive.
Ha! Finally, some honesty.
What would you do if you knew this was your last day alive?
People just die, cease to be. They go away and never come back.
Then you become one with the conscience of the world. This is absolute freedom, but also absolute belonging.
I think I went too crazy. There is no coming back.
War leaves a mark on all of us. Some carry scars you can see. Others are buried deep. The world of Alteria isn't as peaceful as it seems. Shadows linger, and I've seen them grow before.
I've trained my whole life to protect the people I care about. I'll fight, no matter what it takes.
Magic doesn't just come from talent. It's sharp wit and daring precision. If you can't outthink your enemy, well, you're just better off sitting down and letting me handle it.
I don't know if I can do this, but running is not an option anymore. I'll find my courage. I have to.
はるか昔、この国に輪廻の獣が現れた。輪廻の獣は汚れを吐き、あらゆる生物を蝕んだ。西暦4026年、人類は滅亡を待つのみ。封じ子エマ、お前こそが輪廻の獣を滅ぼす刃となる。
not kill. So the priests tell us. So the Lord commands. But ambitious men do not listen. I sought no war. But war found me. I became like them. I took up the sword, prayed I could win redemption through my deeds. But some paths, once taken, have only one ending. I shall find no peace. On this road, there is only death. But that's just my story. Go write your own.
The glittering streets of Avalon sure do shine, because they swoop their filth down to us.
Get your paper in! Who's for a paper?
Here's to playing in the mud. Life here ain't for the soft-hearted.
You will be paying me back until you fucking rust.
It ain't for the spineless.
Keep your filthy pickers off me!
And it sure as shite ain't for the decent.
That's a clean sweep for one.
There has been a crime! Justice itself has been affronted! I have been burgled!
Lord Griswick.
Bertolt!
Yes, I got that part. Do you know anyone who might wish you ill? We can't arrest and question everyone. Let's see if we can narrow the suspects down a bit.
They were,
Trust your instincts, sir.
tall,
Yes, sir.
built rather slim, well, muscular. Was very quick, agile.
Go on.
With a mustache. No, larger.
I see.
Quite fashionable. That's the fiend who robbed me.
They got my good side this time. Breaking in is the easy part.
Your brandy, sir.
Getting away with it is the real trick.
These candlesticks ain't gold. Worthless and dull, just like you. Nah, I have a customer. How can I help you?
I'd rather talk to you, Errol. Sounds like I'll get a better deal.
You talk to me first, and him never. Got it?
Uncle's a bit touchy, ain't he, Errol?
Touchy? I say I'm touchy! There. Anything else you'd care to say to Errol? Brains. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it.
Round here, it's all sharp edges, empty pockets, and blood on the cobbles. Goodbye, Silas.
No, no!
I'll hurt you, you fucking meatsack! I'll leave you with a pissing bed of peaches!
You'd either got a gang at your back, or a knife in it.
We're family here. Family takes care of its own.
Can't put a price on that, can you?
Them's in charge. They don't keep order. They keep power.
Take this
thing into the crucible and melt it. They just want us beaten, broken, and too scared to fight back.
I don't want to kill him!
That's why it pays to be clever and well-armed. Let's go and end a few arguments. Don't get cocky. They've got a weapon far worse. Time. And if they can rewrite history, they can rewrite us. But look who just found Mummy's keys. Now I can fiddle with time. Put the bullet back in the barrel. Bring the chaos to a crawl. Take a mistake and make it like it never happened. We can change the world as we know it. One choice at a time. And I can even go back and change the past to change the future. And let me tell ya, the hunters don't like it when the rabbits got the gun.
Now let me alone and piss off!
Play it day one with Game Pass.
Time. For some, it heals. For others, it wounds. And for our world, it promises only oblivion. Our hopes lost long ago. But you have the power to change all of this. If time were a weapon to wield, could you undo the sins of ruin? In this time, or maybe the next, you'll find how to save us all.
Welcome to Edendale High.
You'd better learn your way around pretty quick.
You're that creep I caught staring at me at the station.
This whole room is one gigantic computer.
It'd take too long to explain what it actually is, so something cool.
You made it! You're all here! If you're not on Friend Stop, it's like you don't exist. Come on, we're fixing this right now.
The name's Conrad Baldwin. The man, the myth, the legend.
Listen up. The name's Kaori Delana, and I'm not afraid to fight anyone around here.
Hiya, my name's Eve. It's so nice to meet you.
Eve, can you open the student database time capsule for me? I want to see when it was last updated.
A week in the life of a Demonschool student in under a minute. Starting now. Monday, catch up on the news. Get a new assignment. Fight some guys using tactics. Check your diary. Tuesday, investigate a spooky classroom. Gain a rival. Fight some more guys. Find a dog. Wednesday, romance your friends. Kick an egg. Fight those guys. Thursday, follow some blood. Track down a missing sandwich. Pull a new friend out of nowhere. There's guys. You fight them. Friday, find a cursed dog. Learn a terrible secret. Fight a really big guy. The weekend, sing karaoke, race beetles, rent some tapes, and generally just relax. That's 1 week down, many to go. Wishlist Demonschool, an RPG with tactical battles right now.
The visuals of Shinjuku that I'm seeing are a hellscape I can't quite put into words. You've somehow been sent back in time 8 years. But the situation here is critical. I'm counting on you, Agent. Our ultimate mission is to uncover the causality between these anomalies.
It's probably a phase electron life form. Is that what you call us Digimon? I'll always be right here with you.
Who exactly are you working for? I remember you guys.
Who or what is that?
You really don't know anything about the digital world?
We have been enemies for years now, but this is the first time the Titans have launched an attack on this scale.
We now believe most of the anomalies we've been dealing with stem from Digimon.
It seems the upcoming battle is truly unavoidable.
The world on this end is running out of time.
If the gate is opened with the digital world in such a state, the human world will most certainly be affected.
Do the Titans not care about the end of the digital world?
Stop it! That egg is very important!
The World Tree has been attacked.
It is just as a great one, Plutomon said.
It can't protect anyone. We must protect the world from them. For this purpose and this purpose alone were you born.
If that thing opens, then we'll be swarmed by Digimon.
Attack!
Please, everyone, lend me your strength.
Everything's riding on
to
you.
move forward into the future.
We must fulfill our mission. Agent.
Lena Muse, packs a punch.
No one cooks anymore.
Food in tubes? Yuck.
I'm so hungry.
Hey, mamas, what's cooking?
You are defeated.
The Sword Coast. Neverwinter. All these places will be consumed.
They call you the Shard Bearer, a piece of Gith's blade within you. The only one who can help us defeating the King of Shadows.
Bring in the accused.
Did you really think you could keep such relics of my people?
None shall stand against us. You cannot stop me.
Maybe next time.
Hey, I'm Christopher Bodegård, the developer of Esoteric Ebb. In Esoteric Ebb, you are the Cleric, a glorified civil servant in a fantasy metropolis on the brink of its first ever election. The events of Ebb start when you're sent to investigate a magical incident, an explosion, and a tea shop in your city of Norvik. Depending on how high or low you make the stats, your experience will radically differ with each playthrough. Your political alignment, how you approach a quest, and even your dialogue choices are all affected by your ability scores. The stats will chime in and nudge you in directions that align with their personalities, not always to your benefit. Ebb is all about being the player at the table, making the most interesting decisions, and finding your own unique solutions. Whenever a challenge appears, a 20-sided die will be rolled. Then you add or subtract any modifiers to reach that final number. If you find a challenge you couldn't possibly succeed at, there are always ways to make your life easier. Explore the branching dialogues, gather information from around the city, or wield mighty spells to improve your chances. Every little choice matters and will affect how the cleric navigates sticky situations. Don't forget to wishlist Esoteric Ebb on Steam for updates on our road to launch. Thank you.
On this most auspicious of nights, I would like to raise a toast. New friends, I bid you welcome to the club.
We've got to get out of here.
This will help.
I'll keep an eye out for anything dangerous.
I'll check for anything on the floor.
A terrible curse has drawn you together, but fear threatens to drive you apart.
Did you seriously rob me?
Is that blood?
God! Oh, God! Keep your cards close to your chest.
No, this isn't right.
For you'll need to decide who you can trust.
Is somebody there?
Before the rest of my guests arrive.
To even the odds. Any objections?
If your kind are to find salvation, they must be made to serve.
Salvation! And abandon everything we hold dear!
Know your place, little lamb. There's no one to save you now.
For what you've done! Let this palace be your grave!
When we fight together!
Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Come to me, Ifrit!
Alestia cannot endure a second claim upon her being. But she may yet be saved by you.
If you had to choose between saving those you care about the most or saving the rest of the world, which would you choose?
Yep, that's me. How did I get into this mess? Let's go back. 1 minute, I was sweeping up at the movie store. The next, bam! This totally rad machine popped out of nowhere. Next thing I knew, whoosh! Whoa! So yeah, the store was gone and I was trapped here. But where is here? Well, the locals weren't as friendly as I hoped. This is Frank. He was a bit of a scaredy pig at first, but lucky for me, he found some courage. This stabby little fella here is Drake with his 2 sidekicks, Slicey and Dicey. Like it or not, we're in this together. But getting home won't be easy, especially with these guys. We even found this wicked pirate ship. Fire! Anyways, where were we? Well, that didn't go as expected. You're still here? You really should go wishlist this game now.
Welcome to Veil of the Witch, a turn-based tactical RPG with a roguelite twist. You play as Ash, a shipwrecked castaway with no memories and a big-ass sword.
Let's see if I remember how to use it.
5 years after a bloody civil war, you wake up trapped on a mysterious island filled with monsters, cultists, and a whole lot of zombies.
Suffice to say, this whole island is madhouse.
Combat in Veil of the Witch is built for hardcore tactics fans, with an emphasis on speed and brutality. That means a small party, tight battle maps, and enemies that can drop you in just a few hits. To stand a chance, you'll have to master each ally's unique kit, whether that's frontliner Marco, glass cannon caster Laurent, or backstabbing cutthroat Emile. All your abilities work on a cooldown, so you'll have to think smart and learn to juggle. You can also level up and unlock new skills right in the middle of battle. Surrounding this rock-solid core is a branching roguelike structure focused on skill in the face of unpredictable challenges. Face off against cool bosses.
Burn! Beacon of the dead!
Get your shit wrecked. Then head back to town, where you can unlock upgrades, chat with allies, craft equipment, and more. And if you're real nasty, take on Trials mode for bigger challenges and better rewards. Fight, die, rise again, stronger, then come back and conquer. Lost Eidolons, Veil of the Witch. Early access available now on Steam, and coming soon to Xbox, PS5, and Nintendo Switch.
Edmund McMillan of The Binding of Isaac. This here's Tyler Glale.
Yeah.
We're coming to you from Santa Cruz, California.
Hometown.
Number 1, this is not a wig.
Yeah.
Number 2, we got a game coming out soon.
Yeah.
Here's the trailer.
Yeah.
What seems to be going on with the little guy?
Yeah, I think my cat's sick. Yeah, he's got a broken neck. He has horrible IBS. His mouth and one of his ears are missing. His soul was removed by a Kandarian demon.
What was that last one?
He's taken a shotgun to the face a couple times.
What?
He's got rabies, I'm pretty sure, and he's made a deal with the devil. He was stabbed repeatedly in the neck, chest, face, and hair. He's incredibly dehydrated. He has depression. Who doesn't nowadays, right? He appears to have a conjoined twin. He has a gambling addiction. He was probed by aliens. He was mauled by a large headless beast. His tail appears to be growing ahead. He has ADHD. He got into a fight with a dog.
Eugenics, coming to Steam February 10th, 2026.
We meet again, little merchant. Still taking up the challenge of a double life. Torn between one endeavor and another. Two sides of the same precious coin. In one life, you brave dangers, while in the other, you put your skills and hustle to the test to grow your store. As you chase that vision, you may pause and wonder, is this pursuit more important than its destination? That answer lies within you, little merchant.
You think you're the Harbinger. You might be.
You're a weapon, child.
They'll worship you until you fail. Then what?
You're no god, but neither are they.
Yeah. Wish city where everyone gets busy, cause minimum wage here is something like $6.50. Crime running rampant, paper changing hands like pamphlets. Government can't seem to understand it. They call us a town without a future. It's full of shooters and alcohol abusers, fools spreading rumors, boosters and looters. You can make friends here or make maneuvers. And if you choose the latter, you'll make it up the ladder, but you better get away before your dome gets splattered. Everybody got a plan till they get punched in the mouth. When the drama's right in front of them, they run in the house. Make a wish. Everybody taking sips of the devil's nectar with the sin all on their lips. Got the nerve to wanna kiss. You ain't never seen a town more desolate than this. Yeah. Need help, police is getting busy, yeah. You better call up my familiar, cause these streets is getting grittier, and they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are. I heard Mr. D took a spill, and upon first look, he was clumsy and slipped, or was he actually pushed? There's no probable cause that says he broke any laws. Now he's cracked out on the street, shell covered in gauze. The higher you climb, it's the harder you fall. They can't protect your rights if they don't exist at all. Man, another day in Wish City where the poor get ignored and the rich get busy. Guilty till proven wealthy in these courts. So we dine the cake to get much needed support. And I can guarantee in the end, victory won. Get familiar with familiars, we get the job done. Yeah. Need help, police is getting busier. You better call up my familiar, cause these streets is getting grittier, and they about to tear the whole city up. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, they know who we are, yeah. F-A-M-I-L-I-A-R, yeah, cause they know who we are, come on.
Spirit stones. Shining stones imbued with humankind's never-ending dreams. Since time immemorial, this power has been the impetus for human wars.
Such an ominous atmosphere, and one thick with the presence of Eratama.
What makes a shogun? Here is my answer.
To have entered the depths of hell.
Who might you be, warrior?
Tokugawa Takechiyo.
My name is Tristan, a cartographer from the capital who suddenly found himself way too far from home. My job brought me to Greyshaft, one of the islands of our kingdom. Greyshaft is beautiful, that much is certain. The island's thick forests hold many secrets. The Prime Strider's ruins await those who dare to hear the echoes of the past. And treasure might be buried just under your feet. Just don't get lost. And if you do, keep walking until you see a clearing, or a field of crops, or a creek where the villagers argue if they should go looking for someone who hasn't returned from the moors. A part of the island is covered in frost at any time of the year, and even the ancient volcano can't break the shackles of winter. Some Greyshaftians treat the island as a living being. They warn against waking it up when it falls asleep. Those who work from dawn to dusk rush to the safety of their homes before the creatures of the dark come out. Plenty of dangers await within the city walls, too. Dangers that are hard to avoid even in broad daylight. The weather here is as capricious as life itself. A soothing breeze may grow into a squall, drowning the island in lashing rain. Even now, I can feel the storm coming. You must never lower your guard on Greyshaft. The beasts are bloodthirsty, the monsters are ruthless, and scavengers are fighting for every piece of meat on a bone. And have you seen the local bugs? Cursed abominations. Even the well-trodden roads are swarming with bandits willing to kill for a handful of coins. Greyshaftians are quick to judge, and their judgment is stiff. Think before saying anything, and think twice before doing anything. I will have to be careful. Even the slightest mishap may lead to grave consequences. I hope that there still are some decent people here. The whole island can't be populated with bandits only, can it? I could join the Order of the Seven. The knights seem noble and skilled in battle. I also heard rumors about the Free Hunters, a group of brave men who bow before no one and believe in justice for all. And it's just a couple of many different factions vying for power in here. You never know who you'll meet next. This new world is tempting, and this temptation is hard to resist. Greyshaft may not look too inviting, but it warms up to those with a brave heart and a curious mind. Everyone finds their share of discoveries here, and only the one knows what his island has in store for me.
Hello, I am Mortis Ghost, a Brussels-based comic book artist and creator of the game Off. Off is a game I made 15 years ago when I was still a big, sweetie, drooling crybaby. It's a Japanese-inspired RPG where you control a baseball batter chasing ghosts in a cubic, strange world. I made this game with no other ambition than to create something funny to show my friends and a few people on the internet. But it got out of my control and became very famous. The reason is that the game is somehow cursed. It harbors a diabolical force that I can't describe. I ask you please not to play it.
Hi, I'm Jack Murphy, a dev on Off.
I'm Ryan Allier and the studio director. It's been a pleasure to work with Mortis Ghost to bring Off to fans old and new.
Off has inspired many indie RPGs over the years, such as One Shot and Undertale.
Hey everyone, it's Toby. Off was a big inspiration to me and Undertale, and I hope you will take this chance to play it either for the first time or the 100th time. Oh.
Off celebrates its 17th anniversary this year, and we've worked hard to preserve its original spirit as we bring it to modern platforms.
In addition, Mortis Ghost has designed 6 new bosses for returning controllers. Plus, we have a new soundtrack, which you're hearing right now, and revamped combat. We're proud to announce Off's release date for Nintendo Switch and Steam.
Hi, I'm Ryan Allier, studio director for Fangamer and one of the developers of the new version of Off. Off is a 2008 indie RPG that went on to inspire games such as One Shot and Undertale. Fangamer is working with the original creator Mortis Ghost to provide an updated version for modern platforms. Let's take a look at the all-new combat system.
The Malls of Zone 2 are a perfect way to show off our new combat system. Going straight in the battle, we'll have the batter do a basic attack, and Alpha will do a competence from the competence menu. In this case, we'll choose Saturated String for additional damage. Omega will also do a basic attack. But if you notice, Omega is charging up. If you look at his meter in the bottom right, it is actually going twice as fast and is spiking up. This means that it's going to do a critical hit in the next turn. That way, we can choose a big competence to ensure that we purify the enemy. We'll go through and do a Saturated String and a basic attack. And if you notice, the batter also is spiking up, but it got confused. Not all critical hits are to your advantage. We'll have to be able to quickly dispatch the enemy if we want to make sure that we don't get any additional damage. The song you are listening to, by the way, has been created by James Roach, one of the musicians of our all-new soundtrack. We're going to go up against the same pair of enemy in the exact same way. We're going to start with an attack, a Saturated String, and then follow up with another basic attack. However, one of the enemies is going to charge a critical hit. We're going to change our tactics and see if we can try and take down that enemy before the critical hit has a chance to be able to hit us. However, it looks like we're too late, and we took a massive hit and also caused confusion as well. This isn't good, but we can be able to at least get our revenge on that enemy. Oh no, it looks like the batter also took confusion. And now the other enemy is charging a critical hit against you. You can easily see how the critical hit system can be beneficial to you or work against you. You can also use the critical hit system on items as well, so that you can get a critical heal off of an item. Thankfully, at the end of the mall we have something to look forward to. An advertisement for cat food. For returning players, we also have 6 all-new bosses designed by the original creator Mortiscos. They take full advantage of the systems you saw today. Does this area look familiar?
In addition to James Roach, we also have all new music by Morosk, composer of Stray, Exaheva, Banshee Beat, one of the composers for Omori, Night Margin, one of the creators of One Shot, and Toby Fox, creator of Undertale and Deltarune. Off will be coming out sometime later this year on Nintendo Switch and Steam. Thank you very much for watching.
I have to save them all. Even when the city resists, with everything it has. Sometimes it feels like everything is in my hands. Even time. If my patient dies today, I saved them yesterday. At first, it seems to be working. But I can't save everyone with my own hands. The city is dying from others' mistakes. And I tried to fix them. I take control. And the city stops resisting. Everything becomes possible. A vaccine. The immortal man. Order. The Inquisitor and the army. An impossible structure. The plague made flesh. This can't just be a dream.
So, effectively, you became the head of an emergency task force, using any means to fight the plague. Tell me, Dankovsky, before and after, were you always aware of the consequences of your actions?
Have you ever been in a situation where you need to do something simple, but somehow you just can't? Welcome to Your Brain, where your thoughts and personality traits fight for control like a group project gone wrong. So, I guess you'll just keep staring at the suitcase for now. But what about other situations? Oh, right. You want to talk, but what if she hates you forever? Great news! Your brain has decided to save you from embarrassment by doing absolutely nothing. Yep, everyone's got their own personality, which means that this guy literally can't shut up. But here's the kicker. If you understand why you do things, maybe you can actually change. Rue Valley isn't just about making choices. It's about figuring out why you make them, and maybe even rewriting your own code. Growth! You did it! Now you only need to...
We have been blessed to live in times of peace, but our city is not without its enemies. The demons above, and the beasts below.
All right, I'm pumped. Let's do this.
You're going to be bishops too?
Through Shale, all things are possible.
It's time the three of you learn the true purpose of the bishops. Listen up.
We recruit from the finest soldiers in the church, and still, 1 out of every 3 bishops doesn't make it past the first year.
Does it get easier after that?
We gave you those robes for a reason.
Damn, I love the church.
A vacation of your dreams is only a click away, so book a stay at our resort now. Stroll through lush parks, or unwind on our clean, sunny beaches. Go on a shopping spree in the city center and get to know our friendly locals. Or reconnect with nature and... what the f*** is going on here? Oh, come on. We did what, like 12 takes today? Can't you keep this game in check for 60 seconds? And what in God's name is this? We do one more take after this and then I'm done. This is unbelievable. And we still don't have a release date? Streets of Rogue 2 is coming to Steam Early Access in 2025. Hopefully. Certainly before GTA 6. Go add Streets of Rogue 2 to your wishlist and play the demo right now.
Monsters have always been here. Watching from the shadows. And when we were at our weakest, they came out into the light. We feared for our lives. But we should have feared for our souls instead. The vampires didn't come to kill us. No, they came to rule. To turn us into mindless, docile cattle. Not me, though. They tried to change me into one of them. But I became something else instead. Their worst nightmare. Trapped between the two worlds. Fighting to even the score. Fighting to understand the evil behind it all. He is out there watching, seeping into you, growing.
Zafar, pull up Navtech.
Just a sec. Got it.
Taki. We gonna find out about your Kopang right quick, okay?
Just want to do him justice. Stuck his neck out for us. Least we can do is get him out alive.
We've got big enough guns to make justice, all right?
Oh, Michael. To a man with a hammer, just about everything looks like a nail.
Aim for show. Time to say oh yeah with our hammer.
Missile range in 1 minute.
Brace yourselves. We're going for a spin. Zafar, did you get a signal?
After the large haul down this corridor, they shut down this part of the facility. Long time before our arrival.
Fine. Let's deal with those guys first.
In Yoloda. They never look up. Zafar, you were right. They shut down this.
Wait!
Hold! I need backup.
Hold on, I'm coming!
I'll cover you.
Thanks.
I can't see shit from here.
The bird up high shall be thine eyes.
What the hell happened here? Hey, buddy.
disarray. We didn't come to Arcadia to get bogged down in pointless warfare. We came to spread freedom and liberate resources for profit. But this pesky Earth Directorate agent is mucking things up. They're not alone in doing so. And they think they can just choose how things play out. They could stop us from stealing the Protectorate's brainwashing technology, which we need to improve our market share. What if this stranger aligned with the Order and that world computer of theirs? That could be the key to closing the rifts that threaten the colonies. So, you see why this menace must be wiped from the face of existence. Or, better yet, brought to our side through the power of capitalism. Now, let's get out there and buy our way to victory!
I'm yearning and yearning for you. My heart and revel in you. Every last bit of my way, every last bit that I'm paid, every last bit that I save is intended for you. Although the cost may be high, one day I know you'll be mine. Someday perhaps I'll own two. For now I'll take one that's brand new. 'Cause I'm yearning and burning for you.
An adventure made for capitalism by capitalism. Celebrate the beauty of capitalism by pre-ordering today.
Play it day one with Game Pass.
the whole story. Tell us about hope.
Titan Quest II is kind of your Diablo-esque action RPG, but it's set in ancient Greek mythology. You really can immerse yourself in what you associate Greece with. You'll be fighting these mythological monsters, some of which we came up with ourselves, some of which are from Titan Quest I. Greek mythology also has become very much part of pop culture in the last 2 decades. Some other games have had great success with this, and we thought that we have this great IP on our hands, why not use it? In Titan Quest II, you'll be playing as a rather unknown hero character. You're not really a hero yet. You're honestly just training to be a capable fighter. You have a master called Aristino. She's from Sparta and used to be a priestess of Nemesis, as you'll find out later. You will build up your own worth over time as you prove yourself in front of the gods. Gameplay-wise, Titan Quest II is very much a classic ARPG, but we've got our own twists in there with like the mastery system, for example, where you merge 2 masteries into one instead of just being given classes. So you have to find these little entanglements that you can have between the 2 masteries, these synergies, and make the best use of them possible. From there, you can take your character in multiple directions. The mixed classes is something we support quite a lot, actually. But the core fantasy stuff, just a tanky warrior, of course you're gonna have that. You can take your character in many directions, and choice is at the core of our game. Your abilities will be modifiable, so each of them has like these several modifier choices that you can equip into your skill. This is our little innovation in this space. We are not going to be doing any microtransactions in this game because we don't believe in that form of monetization in general. We will be doing traditional DLCs, however. So after the 1.0 launch, we'll be putting out larger DLC packs, which will include additional chapters, so more content in general, bosses, creatures, areas, and masteries, of course. So Titan Quest II will be coming to Steam Early Access very soon. You can wishlist it now already, and we're looking for a summer timeline for this, and then later, the other platforms.
Get ready to power up in Wonder Stars, a turn-based RPG that plays like your favorite 90s anime. You'll follow Ringo and Wolf as they fight their way through epic episodes on a quest to reveal the legendary Wonder Star map. But here's the twist. Combat is built around words. Combine over 200 of them to craft custom attacks like Mega Punch or Hyper Shadow Blast. Episodes are built like classic anime arts, playable, replayable, and packed with surprises. Outside of battle, earn honor points to unlock permanent upgrades, train your crew, or even end fights peacefully. You might just make a new friend. Whether you're in it for the combos, the callbacks, or the character arcs, Wonder Stars is built to keep you coming back for just one more episode.
asunder. In this darkest hour, we are besieged on all fronts. By enemies from within. By enemies from without. By enemies from beyond. Still, no matter the cost, we must persevere. Every blade must be turned to our defense. Every soul, every dark secret. For if we fail, all will fall into the damnation of eternal night.
Is this bloodshed really what you wanted? Fate is all set in stone. You can't change how it ends. What will it take to finally awaken you?